So you want to be a sniper in the United States Armed Forces and you're wondering if you have a better shot in the Marines or the Army. So comparing the famous Marine Corps Scout Sniper to the Army Sniper, we're going to push through the numbers and determine which branch makes it easier to earn the title. For this experiment, we're going to start with the assumption of 100 people in each branch's schoolhouse. We're going to cut out the NDOC and all the preliminary and assume that's done. These are fully qualified candidates on day one. Now, first up, we have the marksmanship shooting. This is about 2 weeks long. Both schoolhouses have very high standards on this, and both see an immediate drop of about 30% of their candidates in that first 2 weeks during the marksmanship portion. So right out the gate, we are cutting down to 70 students in both schoolhouses. Next, fieldcraft. And for the Marines, a little bit of stalking. This encompasses the specialized skills that snipers use to operate stealthily and effectively in hostile environments, including advanced camouflage, terrain analysis, concealed movement, range estimation, and hide construction. During this period, the Army will fail roughly 15 candidates, while the Marines will drop 25. This is due to the Marines having a higher standard on stalking and the concealment. So this leaves 55 candidates still in the Army schoolhouse and 45 in the Marine schoolhouse. Next is the classroom and advanced drills. This phase teaches the technical skills that make long-range shooting work in the real world. Candidates cover advanced ballistics, range and wind estimation, target detection, reporting and mission planning, plus urban sniper tactics and how to apply math under pressure. The Army typically drops about 10 candidates here for academic or applied failures. The Marines drop about 15 because the standards for range estimation and mission reporting are a bit higher, leaving the Army with 45 and the Marines with 30. And falling into our final category here, we have medical injuries. This is the last cut, and it's often the most brutal for any candidate who's put in this amount of work. Training can break bodies. You get acute injuries from live fire, falls, stress fractures, heavy mileage, heat and cold injuries in harsh environments, and flare-ups of pre-existing issues that you didn't even know you had. Med boards, temporary profiles, or an inability to meet constant fitness standards will end a candidacy fast. The Army typically will lose about 5 here, finishing at 40, and the Marines will lose about 10, finishing at 20. So out of 100, the Army finishes with 40, and the Marine Corps finishes with 20 Scout Snipers. This is a 40% chance versus a 20% chance. So why is becoming a Marine Scout Sniper tougher? Both paths are brutal, but the Marine path is longer. The stalking phase is the single biggest killer. It demands sneaking to within 200 yards without being seen, and most people fail right here. Marines also face stricter entry gates. You need to be infantry, you need command approval, you need to pass an NDOC, and this is why fewer than 1% of all Marines will ever get to wear the Hogtooth. So the verdict of which path is harder is clear. It's the Marine Corps. Another component that I almost put into this equation, but I decided it really doesn't make sense, is the prestige factor. At the end of the day, if you're going to choose one path or the other, think about the bar effect. If you were to walk into a bar today and announce that you're a Marine Corps Scout Sniper or an Army Sniper, which one is going to garner more hype? I mean, I already know the answer. I think most of us know the answer. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to hurt feelings here, but there's one branch that gets all the hype, man, because, you know, they do less with more. They're the underdogs. They're leaner, less chubby. You get it. If you like this content, please consider a subscribe, a like. Thank you.